This is an L5 specific pick, and I think that Black will definitely struggle here. But they have played against L5 on this map. They know how they draft here, and they can respond accordingly. The control of globals on this massive map will be hyper important. This map usually is not a super late game map, but it can often go to 20. It's very similar to Cursed Hull, I'd say, in terms of game length. So heroes like Falstad and Nazebo for the late game scaling are still going to be important here. It's not as quick of a map as Braxis, is basically what I'm trying to say. So if you've never seen a professional game on Warhead Junction, don't feel bad, because it's usually not played.
That's right, and Falstad will be very highly contested as there are double bosses on this map at top and near the bottom. Let's see, MVP Black starting off the draft.
Yep, it's their first ban. It shows that with our loss. I think they're a little
Maybe
bit puzzled
just
by the map picks here still.
Maybe just open up a little bit. If they know something's up from L5, just snipe ban. They are going to open up all the globals, even Zeratul and Falstad. Gonna see the reaction coming out from L5.
And Merton coming in as the ban once again. L5 probably wants to ban the Zeratul here, I would say. Take that away from Kyocha. Would leave open the Falstad though. And that's why the Merton man comes out. They're going to take the Zeratul away. And they will take Falstad almost certainly here, as Sake has been really highly valuing the Falstad on all maps.
I'm pretty sure they're asking the same questions that we are. It is Falstad indeed, but what is L5 planning with this battleground pick? It is Illidan!
We already knew
with
it.
Tyrael!
We already knew it from the map draft that this was something that was likely to happen, and I knew that we all know that Black knows this as well. So had they not picked it here, it would have been banned.
So they're just gonna grab it from the first pick rotation.
Wait in before Hunt Judgment.
Hunt Judgment will be the dream combo.
We've seen a little bit of everything today. Illidan is 1-4, by the way, in this tournament. He has been played only 5 times and has had an abysmal win rate. It's been used in crazy comps. This is probably going to be a more normal one with Tyrael already coming out. And with Muradin banned, Black is really kind of hitting themselves in the foot here, because Muradin's a great way to counter Illidan. Stun him, the Stormbolt, slow his attack speed. So NB Varian is the similar route they take for the taunt to stop the Illidan, especially when he hunts. You just taunt him and then turn the tables right around.
That's right. They may just ban out Malfurion because Malfurion's root will stop Illidan from doing so much damage. They can actually zone out Illidan and all the other members at the same time.
That's what Swoy's hand motion just said. He was like, no, man, we got to ban Malf. He's like, there's a root, and then he hits me like this. So there's the Malf ban, as you astutely pointed out.
Maybe Black's thinking about an Avatar ban.
It's Tass. I think it's Tass or Uther. Uther is something that was paired with Illidan all the way back since the very, very first season of OGN Super League 2015. We saw it a lot. Uther Illidan with a removal of Tass Dart. Feels like it's definitely a possibility. Divine Shield is just so strong. Divine Shield and the Metamorphosis
gives him another safety of Illidan just sweeping through the battleground. Wow,
a lot of thoughts going to this one. Obviously, with Li Ming removed, that's really frustrating for L5. They're looking for some sort of range damage here. Don't want to go down the gray main path. Could just be the Vala. Strafe Vala, not too crazy in this situation with Illidan and Tyrael in the front lines.
I'm so sure if they're gonna go all in Illidan, or are they looking for the secondary damage?
Oh man, Rhaegar, Lunara. Well, I've never seen that Lunara skin before. What is that? Uther is denied. Well, they already picked Rhaegar, but I did not expect that Uther pick so quickly. Yeah, it's going to be the Uther on the side of MVP Black, interestingly enough. The point-click stun on Illidan is one way to counter him as well.
That's right.
Tracer!
Whoa!
Oh, okay.
L5!
They've gone off the deep end, G-Clef. They looked really strong in that last game. They made the Judgment pick look good, but can they make this comp look good? That's the question. Front line's going to be Illidan, Tyrael. They're going to have potentially the hunt. That's what they normally run on this map. Tracer for the chase and Lunar for the burn damage. I mean, on paper, this comp seems to be decent, not an incredible composition, not a terrifying one, just we haven't really seen anything quite like this ever before. You don't see this map very often either. Let's see what L5, faces filled with smiles, can do in game number 4 to see if they can turn this series back around. In blue, it's MVP Black, Sake on Falstad, Reset on Li Ming, Tist on Varian, Kocha on Dahaka, and Meride on Uther.
In red, L5 as CSC on Tracer, Nitrogen on Lunara, Jongha on Illidan, Noblesse on Tyrael, and Swoy on that Rehgar. Okay, I'm pretty sure MVP Black was thinking about, okay, we got some locks on to Illidan, we can do some CCs. But with that Tracer, now they need to taunt and stun into 2 targets at once or just focus 1 instead.
Yep, Lightning Bond coming out for Illidan. And it feels less likely we're going to see Hunt. By the way, I like this split pushing. Meride is also going into the auto attack at level 1, so it's always going to be stunning Illidan and hitting him with the hammer, so he's going to get that quest fairly soon completed. Some pings being called here. It looks like we're going to see a gank. Swoy's coming down, looking for the pick on the reset. Jongha goes in, and that's a kill.
On to Li Ming for sure, and Meride will also find himself in the dead zone.
Yep, that was a good call by Swoy. Very aggressive. Didn't even have the pulse bomb there. They're going to have it in a second.
Well, that's a very scary double man rotation with Illidan and Tracer. The blinks and the Q from Illidan, it's going to just catch you off guard all the time.
So just want to say this for the newer viewers out there, people who normally watch HGC Korea but don't play very often perhaps, or aren't Tracer players. Tracer, like in Overwatch, will start with her heroic at level 1. It's a pulse bomb, and she's going to farm that. You can see it on the UI, it's completed now. When she has that, when the bar is filled, she has the pulse bomb, and she's going to look for ganks and picks. She's the only Overwatch hero so far that actually has that functions the same way in terms of building that up. So she has the pulse bomb now, and she can upgrade it at level 10.
That's right, and Jongha comes in again with the gank. Focuses on to
There's
reset. There's a pulse bomb, and finishes are off. Heals from Uther is just not enough.
Just super low here. Here come the first nukes. So this map is a map where you, I'm only explaining this, of course, for the newer players, so we don't see this very often. This map is where you collect these nukes, you have to channel them just like you would a tribute, then you carry them and you can actually launch them personally using the F key on your keyboard or wherever you have it rebound to. So Jongha has carrying this nuke now, and he's going to launch it to do damage directly to the forts. You can also use it to control the bosses on this map.
That's
Do
right.
damage to bosses. You can use them in a team fight. You don't have to use them to destroy the structures. You can nuke anywhere.
It seemed like L5 did not have the most protection on themselves, but they're just going in all in aggressive with those aggressive ganks into bottom lane especially. They made 3 kills already, but can they make a beautiful team fight out of that team comp? That will be the question when Taunt comes in for Varian.
It's not going to happen until 10, though. It's going to be very powerful against the Tracer, too. Just locking in these heroes, making sure they can't escape. These hyper-mobile heroes, which has gotten L5 3 kills so far. You and I, every time, the music always stops randomly. I swear that never happens in any of the other regions, only in Korea for some reason.
We're special. So let's get some damage, but
yeah.
here's the gank attempt again.
Counter gank.
And Focus is on reset. Does get the heal, but the pulse bomb.
2 for 2. 2 for 2 on
end.
those.
See how, notice how MVP Black, they are trying to body block away so Li Ming does not get the most damage, but you can't really stop Tracer's damage and Illidan, because Illidan has that target damage on the Q.
Yep. Level 7 is reached. Not ready for Black yet. It's going to be the power spike for Ballstad, where he can actually split poke, or excuse me, split soak and push a lot more. It's always a dangerous thing though against an Illidan Tracer to be up there split pushing. She really weakens the pick a lot. There's that point click still not a Jungha. We'll have to back off for the time being. The big question here is whether we're going to see Hunt or Metamorphosis. In terms of team fighting, obviously Metamorphosis is going to be much better, but this has been specifically only L5 really picks this map. They always pick Illidan, they always go Hunt, so it starts to feel like, you know, even though you can make the argument for Metamorphosis, and most people would agree that it's the better in terms of team fighting, they want that extra global, quote-unquote, with the Hunt.
Here's a gank again, and Jungha just the man on the Illidan, taking down Li Ming every single time. Pulse Bomb does miss, but still took down Li Ming.
It's like 3 kills on her so far, I believe.
And she's not even stepping over the line. It's just L5 coming in with all those damage at the same time. You can't really stop that, especially with Uther's first heal. After that one heal, he has a long cooldown on the heal.
Yeah, exactly. Just so dive-oriented, this comp.
I feel like it's going to be just Divine Shield on Li Ming every single time, and after, L5 will just sweep unless they can actually pick off a target with Falstad and Li Ming's damage on one focused target.
So 4 Warheads again are spawning. 2 in the bot, and 1 mid, 1 top. The globals in the Falstad and the Dahaka allow them to get into position first. Looks like Dahaka wants to channel top. Meanwhile, we're going to have this engage. Jungha once again diving in, but they're going to get back to the fort. So can't commit. Noblesse actually gets that massive slow. SC's going to channel. No one to interrupt. So level 10 is on the horizon here. Divine Shield will almost always be used against the Hunt target. I think that's why they chose Uther here. There's the Warhead once again in action. So, let's see. It is the Hunt. It's used. We're going to see him dive onto Sake. No Divine Shield to protect him. Now, even though the Hunt has a fairly long cooldown, it's reduced by Illidan's auto attack. So he's going to have it very often, which makes him a pseudo-global.
That's right.
It's not a full global. He can't actually go completely across the map, but it has a very, very large range. So it's been buffed and reworked several times because it was just never meta, but it's meta now on this map.
Reset is looking for a kill, but it's actually not Jin who's doing more damage.
Oh, though, Tist comes up. He didn't expect that one. And they're going to use a nuke to actually quickly clear this boss. His taunt comes out here. Li Ming's actually holding. Here's another Hunt on the Sake. Down he goes immediately. The Gust unable to interrupt there. Gocha's going to dive in here, though. They want to deny this boss.
Perfect sanctification on from L5. Now Reset is the target. They want that Ancestral go. It goes right into Noblesse, and all the Reset is low. There's a Divine Shield on to Reset, but mana is so low.
Mana is so low. The boss is taken by L5 at the cost of 3 heroes. Falstad respawned in the time that battle took. Noblesse gonna look to Aldruin's away, a very sneaky one here, but he will get caught. No more mana. Taken out here. Will Tist survive? Yes, he has the protection. Well timed. But Jin comes in, and he's gonna go for the triple. Gets the double here. Here comes Sake. Looks like he's only gonna be able to get the kill there onto Lunara, or sorry, onto Li Ming before Lunara is killed once again.
He wasn't looking for one kill. He was actually queuing into Li Ming at the same time. What a skilled player there. Sake saved the entire team of Black there. Li Ming did go down at the end.
Well, this exchange and this trade means the boss gets more value because it took them a lot longer to get into position, but it doesn't do much. It's just going to get the keep wall. As SC comes up here to clear this wave. This game is pretty much dead even in terms of EXP, but in terms of structures, L5 has a pretty nice lead. Killing a fort already and killing all the walls of all 3 forts. Hunt available once again. Gocha is perhaps actually going to be targeted. There's the target, but he burrows. Still, can he get out here?
The Pulse Bomb, not enough damage at the end. Adaptation is used to heal back.
It's been a really impressive game by both teams. The Hunt is just so amazing on this map because it's so massive. You have this ability to engage and gank those who are trying to clear the waves. They're going to get this second fort, by the way. Illidan can clear forts very quickly, too. As you guys can see here with Lunara, Nature's Calling is pretty good.
Well, there, L5 is... Well, Black did took both globals, but instead L5 is really making the Illidan Hunt with the global to counteract and also have this fast rotations to gank into cut off targets. And Black has been responding okay, but they need to do a little bit better to get not picked off.
It's really unfortunate that there's no real counterplay to the Hunt if you're a target that doesn't have any protection there. If you're alone, if you group up together all the time, you're going to get behind. And here's that solo target. It's going to be Kyocha again. Lunaro is picked off screen, but Kyocha is going to go down counter-wise here. Or Willie, Merida comes in. Divine Shield is used. They actually save him.
Save him, and Noblesse barely gets out. Looks like he will not get out at the end of the day.
Makes it a double. Jung's already splitting off to push this lane and soak, though. Very quick clear. So, going to be one Warhead apiece for these two teams. This top Raven camp push is actually taking out the top court. So it looks like they are rotating up to potentially threaten this keep with the Warhead. They decide to get better of it and back off.
And it is actually not cleansed on Luther as there are not too much CC.
They're really just the Hunt. They're mostly focused on the Divine Shield of the hunted targets, but that's why L5 is always taking the target that's split off from the group. In this case, it's always been Kyocha because he's the split pusher. So Kyocha has always been the target. He's actually the one that carries the Warhead right now.
Of course, with that talent of Nation Kings, will also give a lot more armor for the safety of his teammates.
Hammer, the Lightburn quest is complete now as well. Jungha's actually split pushing here and use the Hunt as an escape as well. So this is one way to just really split push very, very quickly. It's one of the things that Illidan can do on this map. Gets taunted, but not enough damage because he got the evade off. Still gets taken out as reset comes in though. No way to get out of this one. The boss is actually pushing the top as well now. As L5 pushed really hard onto those keeps, the bot keep wall and the mid keep. They were trying to push into it, but this boss is doing just the same. With Illidan gone now, there's no threat. Black could just safely soak, and even going to commit now to this Warhead in the middle of the map. Knocks down this fort wall, damages the fort significantly. And L5 is still preoccupied dealing with this boss. It looks like Black is going to commit all the way to knocking this fort down. Noblesse nearby, gets taunted, has to sanctify himself. Sounds like a weird sentence there, but he has to use self-cast of Sanctification to protect himself.
That was a big commitment onto Sanctification just to save Noblesse himself. And with that, the entire team of L5 is very vulnerable to all attacks coming in from Black, like Tracer, Lunara, Illidan. Sanctification is crucial for the team fight, and when they're down on talent even.
That's exactly right. They're going to have to just play passively for a little bit of time here. Uh-oh, Lunara gets taunted. The fort's gone. Jungha's actually going to hard engage here with the Hunt, but I think that is something he will regret very quickly. He backs off immediately. It's a very short cooldown with the cooldown reduction, but still.
SC is on the side with the pulse bomb available, but they can't really find the right target at the moment.
It's just tough to hard engage like that without Sanctification. Perhaps he thought it was up because he didn't see Noblesse use it earlier. Noblesse like, oh, I don't have it, man. He's alt-clicking it. So 4 Warheads to be collected here. The positioning is better for MVP Black right now in terms of that. Looks like they're going to try to get all 3 of the bottom ones. The top one is already taken by Rhaegar. Yeah, there's just not much L5 could do to delay this. Illidan could hunt in, but it's risky. Sanctification up in 20. So it is going to be the 3-to-1 split. They're just going to push with this cap. I like the split pushing of Illidan though, because that's permanent damage. And they can win a team fight and then take the Warheads back from MVP Black. So I like this choice a lot. They didn't take Wolf Run, so Rhaegar's taking a little while longer to come down here. But Illidan can actually continue to split soak and then hunt back in. He's going to take this camp as well. This is so wonky the way that L5 is approaching this. They're just avoiding the fights. And they're going to cut a base trade. So it really is a StarCraft game now.
It is literally trading right now. They are going all in. MVP Black still has 3 Warheads available. They're going all the way into the keep. They want to get that keep.
Yeah, they can take this keep and then Hearth home. So this is a better opportunity for them. SC is going to delay the Hearthing. This camp is still very heavily protected.
This is so much better trade.
They're baiting SC. Oh, so well done. That was such a sick bait. But still, they're going to lose this keep back at home if they don't come back. It was a smart move by MVP Black, but at a high cost.
Very high cost indeed, and Swoy not getting hit by that drag at the end.
There's the hunt to escape. Lunara in good position here.
Swoy actually gets caught, and looks like he will be taken down.
So he's just going to try to get the 1v1 here over Sake. Not going to happen. A necessary sacrifice to make sure Lunara can get away. They're going to, again, continue to split push. And by the way, MVP Black, even though they committed the Warheads there and got the pick on the SC, they did not get the bot keep. So even though multiple members of L5 died and they lost those Warheads, they're still massively ahead in terms of keep pressure on this massive map. Even though Black has 2 globals, that pressure in the top lane is going to be very annoying to deal with. And there's always a split push potential for Jungha to go in. You can even backdoor the core if MVP Black is far away, because there's so many delay tactics for L5. The Wisp will scout this push here.
But they are going for the boss. They are calling them to a fight.
Jungha has taken every camp on the map, by the way. The map is painted red. The only things that Black has been able to get are these bosses.
Use Hunt to go all the way to the top. Novelist will be taken down, but they don't care about this boss. They want to have this push all the way to the core.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Jungha can backdoor the core, which is what he's going to use here. MVP Black is going to go back and defend after they send this boss to finish off the keep. Really good delay tactics, though, by L5, and sending Jungha up to the top. Going to take out this cannon tower, and the cattle push will continue. He's going to have to leave now, of course, but it's always the threat. Because if Jungha ever gets to a position where he's on the core, and L5 can delay the Hearth's home of MVP Black if they're aggressively positioned, he could actually just win the game with the backdoor. It can happen, especially if there's a lot of catapults, which, if that early keep, is absolutely a possibility. SC's going to get this nuke. It looks like no one to deny him. It's going to be a 1-for-1 on this. And L5, if they hoard and stockpile these nukes, they definitely backdoor the core with those as well, which are just on babysitting duty right now up at the top. So here comes the nuke committed, just to make sure that they get this boss down.
For the defense, boss takes a lot of damage from that. And I think Jungha is holding that Warhead. Maybe he's trying to go for the core alone.
This is really aggressive right now for MVP Black.
It is 4v5 here. They want to win the game right here.
Daka can come in. Looks like he's already here.
Hunt is available for Illidan. There's the gust to disengage the entire team of L5.
This is risky. This is risky for MVP Black. They're going to back off. If they get a pick, they can continue to push this, but this was so risky. And the push is on the core with 2 catapults.
L5 is about to hit level 20. That's what they're waiting for.
That's when the hunt becomes a real global, and you can do so much more with it.
False Hunt misses onto Merryday.
Okay, Illidan's hunting in. He's hunting in. Oh, he hunted and Kyocha comes in. So this is going to be the start of this backdoor. Jungha's going in. Going to have a catapult coming in very soon, a second one even. And now they're going to delay the hearts of MVP Black. Here's the back door I'm talking about on the core. They need to delay these hearts. Jungha is on the core, and so is a catapult. Sake looks like will finally get back. 10 seconds to go on the gust. Him alone still going to have some difficulty to stop this push. The nuke is on the core as well. Jungha wants this. They need more than Sake back here. There's such an unfortunate timing for Kyoto to leave the core. There's the gust finally, but the core is still to attack. Jungha looks like he is going to get this. Super low. He's just backdooring. He's going to make this happen.
4-2-0.
He does, and we are going to a game 5.